Okay, back with another video. I had one yesterday, but it just didn't work out right, so I'll show you some of that in this particular video here. I've already thrown away the envelope, got one TTM from Honolulu, Hawaii, and I knew exactly who it was because I didn't send very many off to Honolulu, and I do remember that that's where this person was signing from, and I want to say that House of 1,000 Collectibles got them in like last year, maybe earlier this year, and this is none other than Julia Mancuso. Skiing legend there from the 2014 set. A little faded there in the Sharpie there, but they were just trying to, that was probably the first card maybe they signed, I don't know. Maybe the last card, really not sure, but there's that one there. I think his card's got, if you remember, oh, what's his name? David's cards, I think, got damaged. If that's who it was, somebody got some cards back from Julia Mancuso and they were damaged by Cujo or something like that. Then we got a bronze card here, so there's the bronze one there. Hopefully you can see the signature well enough there. And then the silver. She does have a gold and a gold rainbow foil card there, and probably some insert cards, but I'm not going to send those. I want to say that I sent these out mid-summer. I'm not really sure when I sent those out, but there is 3 for the set build there, so that's very cool. He was working on that set, so check out House of 1,000 Collectibles. He used to be known as Bloodspawn80, and I wanted to say that he hasn't made a video in quite some time, but we got a couple more autograph requests here and some other things to share with you. We got 2 cards here. This one, I said, well, that's a tiny looking card. I shined through the envelope. Santa Ana, California, relatively recent send here. I found this in my collection here. This is Bob Slater. And Bob Slater has signed his Venezuelan card there, Venezuelan sticker card. Very, very cool. I want to say that this was on COMC for $1.75 at one point. That's how I got that one. Somebody's written Zulia or whatever the team was there. That's the only issue right there, but very, very cool there. So, and it looks better in person than it does probably on the camera here, but Bob Slater has signed it right there. That's one of my first Venezuelan stickers from that set. Probably the only one I'm going to get signed from that set here. Then we got this one from another interesting set. I've gotten this guy before, so I only sent one card to Amarillo, Texas there. Amarillo, Texas. And we have none other than Mark Lee with the thick style glasses there. Very cool on it. What, 82? I think it's an 82 official minor league trading official minor league photo fact card from TCMA from the Evansville Triplets. So Mark Lee, he has a 79 tops, I wanted to say there, so there's that one. Then I wanted to show you what I'm having for lunch here. One of these El Monterey chicken fajita things. It looks very good from the box. And then when you get it all mixed up, it's too hot to eat right now. So it's mostly all yellow looking. I'm sure there's a little bit of green in there, but it is just boiling hot right now. So I have to wait for that. So it doesn't look anything like the box, but that's just how it is. Then we have another item here from, if I can get to it here. This one is from Robbins, California. I'm not sure if I'm going to call this a success or a failure here. There's the envelope they sent it in, Robbins, California. That's the post office there. They said, Dear Henry, thank you so much for your postcard. It arrived in my office located in Robbins, California on 10/7/23. In return, I'm sending your postcard back, smiley face. Robbins, California Postal Clerk. They canceled the letter there, just barely. And they did nothing to this card here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No cancels, no nothing. I'm like, what? What? I don't get it. So I'm just going to use that Robbins, California one and glue that onto something, or just fold this up and put in my thing and mark that I got it but not my postcard, and I'll mail that off to somebody else. It's ridiculous. I've never, I said, in my letters I don't always necessarily say it, but it's a given. You know, a stamp. They call it a stamp because you put a stamp on it. They're stamped. I don't know. Maybe they hire people that never have graduated from preschool in the post office. They have to take some kind of test, but canceling stamps is probably not one of them. It's all done digitally or something. I really have no idea. But they canceled my letter, and the faintest ink, I swear, didn't even realize that was there. So there was that one there. And then, do I have any other orders or any other bits and pieces here? I really don't. That's what I have for today. Short video. I can't talk about everything. Oh, I do have one other thing here. I knew I had something else here. This is from the Georgia Stamp Company. And it says $10 in U.S. postage stamps for only $7.99. and I paid 25 cents for shipping there. So yeah, so it's as so my order was $8.24. So we'll see what we have in this bag here. So I needed stamps for some of my postcards here. We shall see how many postcards I can get done, because you can't put a forever stamp on the back of your postcard. So we'll just see if we have any good ones here. It gives you a little sheet here, count report, and the face value, so total of $10 there. And then so we got a couple of Elvis stamps here, so a couple 29-cent Elvises. That's a very popular one for people to get. In fact, a good fraction of them are Elvis. So there's more Elvis. If you love Elvis, well then this is a lot for you. I got more Elvis. And more Elvis. I never wanted to see Elvis be put on an envelope so bad. There's more Elvis. Then we have here, so none of these are old ones, unfortunately, but that's okay. Ah, just what I was trying to avoid. More Forevers. Good grief. And we just hope and pray that those are legit. You know, they come from another, they basically sliced them off of the roll here. So that's cut there, so it's not a collector's stamp there, and ridiculous there. Then we have the stamp of Virginia. When they do it this way, you about rip your hair out trying to get the little thing off of here. So when they rip these stamps in little question, you got to get that danged paper off there. I've seen people actually glue these onto envelopes this way because they couldn't get the paper off. We've got, oh here we got two ancient airmail stamps there. So there's those. I had planned on getting some old vintage airmail stamps, but I chose this lot instead. Then we got three panels of 37s there. So it's going to be difficult to get my postcards together here. I'm just having a really difficult time of finding, you know, usable postage that makes any kind of sense. I may have shown you that one there. And two of the most commonest stamps on planet Earth, these 3 cents here. So I was trying to avoid getting a bunch of shiny stamps. Some of those will work. But you know, the shiny stamps don't cancel, and you just saw in the previous piece of mail here that the post offices don't even cancel your cancelable stamps. Absolutely ridiculous. I just want to be done with this project, but you know, getting an average of 2 postcards mailed out per week now, sometimes it's even actually less than that. Absolutely just ridiculous. And of course, you know, when I had 120 to 100 to 120, I'm going to be done in 5 years. I wanted to be done, you know, before summer hit. I wanted to be done after summer hit. I wanted to be done a month ago, and I want to be done before the year is out. So I don't know if it's going to be feasibly possible. The postcards are stacking up faster, and I'm finding so many ridiculous, crazy amounts of postcards because the hunt for, you know, usable stationery anymore now that things have settled down is not so much. So I'm finding all over the place. So that's what I have for today. Let me know. And still, if I'm going to just use those for regular postage on envelopes, that's fine. It just didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching. Alright, back again. I decided to give you some bonus content because I don't do these videos as often as I used to. I just want to share a few other things that are going on here. I went to the record store locally. I think it's called Tough Shark. It's either Turf Shark or Tough Shark. I want to say it's Tough Shark Records. Looks like a couple nice young kids run the store. And, I say kids, but, you know, that's just a term that I use. And they don't have anything great there. I mean, they have a really large dollar section, and it's funny because sometimes the records you see in the dollar pile are similar to the ones they have on the shelves for between $3 and $5, so I don't know. But I just want to buy a few things, be polite. I was there before and I said I'd come in when I had more time, and I double checked a few things that I was kind of looking at, but nothing I really had to have, so I'll just share with you a couple things here. This was from the free box next door, this jewel case. Now I already have the DVD. What I'm trying to get is that I took a family, some sort of ancestry maker, a family tree knockoff type of thing. I took that out of there and put my Sherlock DVD in there. So unfortunately I couldn't get the stickers off of there, but now I have a free DVD case, and I threw away the movie. Somebody tried to get $1 for that Ancestry Maker or whatever it is. I don't know what it was, Ancestry Tree type thing, and they probably couldn't get it. So anyway, that was in the free box. And then I picked up a book. I don't have it here. It was one that I donated to that thrift store, and it made it immediately to the junk pile. So what I did was I grabbed the book again and took the autograph and it clipped it out, and so I might go off as a care package as a clipped out autograph. But let's show you the records here I grabbed here very quickly here. It decided to pour rain all of a sudden. Today was a very, very busy day on the 13th, Friday the 13th. The neighbor kids were over in the front yard, and they were eating grapes and apples and doing all kinds of crazy things that normally you wouldn't let your kids do that, and take somebody's apples and grapes, but I don't care. And then their dog was rooting around somewhere, and they couldn't get the dog out of it. It was a bizarre situation. The dog was thought they found something, was digging a hole somewhere in the other neighbor's yard. It was bizarro, but anyway, we got that. Eventually they got the dog out of there. It was really strange. So when you go to a thrift store that has very mediocre stuff, it's all new stuff and very, I want to say, old stuff. So they have nice new stuff, which is probably right on par with what Amazon wants. It's nothing too crazy. But I grabbed Nick Lowe, Labor of Lust. I don't know. Just figured that would be one to grab. I don't have any Nick Lowe stuff. People say you need to have that stuff in your collection. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. It's a promotional album. It was marked $10. It looks like it's got some sort of staining in the cover a little bit here, but otherwise it's in relatively good condition here. And there is the promotional thing right there, the little gold stamp there. That doesn't really add a whole lot to some albums. I don't really know what this even goes for. Cruel to Be Kind is on there. I don't know what else is on here. Somebody at one point wanted $3.25 for it. It's got the inner sleeve here, which is all very important here. There's that one there. Sorry for the glare there. That's that one there. And then I looked at the condition of the album, and it looks like it just might have had some... There was some kind of spot where it was cleaned maybe or wiped or something. I don't know. And there's some sort of residue there. I don't know. And then there's some other kind of spotting residue on there. So maybe somebody cleaned this. I didn't look and see how flat the album was. It looks like it's a little, well, shoot. Probably shouldn't have bought this, but it's a little on the wavy side. I think it'll be okay. But it looks like it's a little, it's hard to see, but it's a little on the wavy side here. There, you might be able to see it there, just a little warped. A little warped. Nothing like a whole stack of pennies would take care of, right? Well, anyway, that was $10. Oh, and there is Nick Lowe again. People seem to think that I need to have that in my collection. Then a few other people collect this other stuff, this old ancient stuff. Oh, I forget what his name now is. He collects all that 50s kind of like swanky bachelor pad type of music, whatever. I have no idea. But I grabbed 3 of the dollar albums here. This is the the Cadmon Treasury of Modern Poets reading. So I have no idea, but it was $1. I think it's 2 LPs. We got E. Setwell, D. Thomas, McLeish. Let's see, what do we got here? Cadmon, of course. I don't know exactly what this is. It says Harper. I don't know if this is all the stuff. I don't know. There's just people doing it. Goodwill originally wanted something ridiculous. I can't read that. I don't know. It looks like $2.99 or $3.99. I cannot read what Goodwill wanted back, and that's their old price tags. They don't use those anymore. The ones they use now are not removable. They'll damage your item. But it's, a gatefold here. It's in pretty rough condition there. But it tells you everything here. So, yeah, William Butler Yeats. Trying to think of who reads these. There's some Dylan Thomas stuff. I have no E. E. Cummings, Robert Frost, Wallace Stevens. I don't know if they're the ones reading this stuff. I don't think William Butler Yeats is. I have no idea. Oh, here we go. Robert Frost reading their own. There's the modern poets reading their own poetry. Okay, that's kind of pretty interesting there. So we will figure that one out there. So nothing like a great old-fashioned poetry reading. 2 more records here. Tim Weisberg. I think the only reason why I'm interested in Tim Weisberg, I can't remember if... No, I'm not sure. I liked one of his songs. I have really no idea. Tim Weisberg was in the actual bins, and this one was $1. I mean, the rest of the Tim Weisberg. The only thing wrong with it so far I see is it just needs a little bit of glue right there. So maybe they were just too lazy to glue it and threw it in the junk pile again. But Tim Weisberg, usually is fairly clean for the albums there. I didn't double check to see what kind of shape it was. It almost looks like it's from the same collection as the Nick, you know what I mean, the Nick Lowe there. It looks like, I can't tell if it was cleaned or what it was. It's got some sort of weird kind of, yeah, some residue on there. So I wonder if somebody cleaned this. Oh yeah, it must have come from the same collection as the Nick Lowe because this is warped. Well, that's not great. I won't be giving these people too much more of my money there, but I just want to make sure that they, and then we have Cha-Cha. We have Art Mooney's Cha-Cha on Promenade. So I can think of his name, Tuco, a record collector. I haven't seen, there's a lot of guys that have just disappeared. Just have not been making a lot of videos recently. And this is the last one here. This one looks like it wasn't played too much. It's got a little scratching on there. But again, this is probably the best one out of the whole bunch. The Art Mooney Cha-Cha. Jamaica Who's Sorry, well, I don't know about Who's Sorry Now. Cha-Cha, that's not great. Who knows? Dun 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 dun. I have no idea. Dun 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 dun. Never mind. I'm thinking of conga. I don't know what I'm thinking of, but anyway, mistakes were made. There was a U2 album that I kind of wanted, but it was $30+. It was one of those picture discs, you know. I'm not sure. There was another one I was looking at, but it was, I probably would have framed the picture disc, and that would have just been kind of a waste of time. So that's why I grabbed what I grabbed. But anyway, that is what I have for today. Sorry about the poor quality of records, but there's nothing you can do. I'll probably be getting rid of most of these here. $13 was spent. It seems like a lot, but it really wasn't. So thank you for watching.